So there's the old prison, like on one side. You can see that's like the main entrance. Like the governor's house and the chaplain's house, my mate's dude's place. Here there used to be a massive, this is where the rambling roads I'll talk about. There was a huge trellis there about as wide as this area and as far out. And there's a gorgeous rosing, ploughing thing, but it would go about 10 feet in every direction, including upwards, completely uncontrollable. So. This is the steps down. This is some features are ancient, some are moderately old, some are hundreds of years old, and some are very new or redone. Here there used to be a big tree. I forget it's called, a beautiful one. It fell down, it collapsed, everything falls down. But it means the light comes in this corner now. It used to be rubbish, and I've retrained everything. It only took like a few months. Here's used to be the fun thing, because this guy here, this big rose, his structure went to sort of the level of the top of those pots you see there, and all the way across to this level. So that's like 10, 12 feet. You know, like, well, at least 10 feet by 12. So it was massive. And then it would climb like 2 meters up and like 4 meters. It was growing approximately 5 meters annually minimum. So now it's been taken down. But you can see I need to cut it down to this level. And because there's the rockery and the well, it's about 20 feet deep. The hideous pole is what puts a hose down it, and he's trying to get down to the level at the bottom. There's a couple of what's it plants, I keep forgetting their name. Hydrangeas, I can't, I lost it again. Get a small camper, I said, for your retirement, like not longer, make it smaller and narrower than the one you had before, so they got one double. Right? Thanks, guy. The sweet peas, I'm right in the middle of that. Becky's my proper greenhouse. Where to train you a little bit. Sweet more sand in here, and because they like close the view here, because these things just grow enormous, right? They haven't been thrown ever, but you can see we're making a window by putting a huge planter there for climbers to go up the frame, and between we'll have some fencing to keep the growth of the wodsits from the sides, and then it will be part of branches hopefully will not be there. Also, like behind the camper, which you can't see when she's here, this is like all the daffodils from the front display, which is not all in order, but this goes up like this, and that's really beautiful. So when it's not there, it's all planted out with flowers. So from up here, because from inside the dark windows of the camper, you can see all the birds. So down here, because obviously Becky loves the birds, everybody doesn't, right? So we got the feeders that are empty for the birds and the tables. You can come here and watch them. So that's pretty nice. So you see they're heavily rhubarb defended. Looking for the edge, because that's a new rhubarb barrier. We let her go round certain selected points, or that's the concept, so that she doesn't jump. Otherwise she will learn to jump, and then she'll just be everywhere. So here you can see, it's not as straight as I wanted because there was a rock in the middle, so no one can do the impossible, basically. But that's kind of the concept. But there's a lot. It was not. It's like an afternoon's work for a fit man, basically, who can be bothered. Basically a nut job. So because they always have to do all the way up here and all the way around the circle bit, and then there's a path edge that's okay. I painted the top two, so I did the 8 light windows at the top during the first lockdown, mainly because I was here for that period. Rhubarb. Putting a huge planter there for climbers to go up the frame, and between we'll have some fencing to keep the growth of the wodsits from the sides, and then it will be part of branches hopefully will not be there when we get some turf done, and you get a window of the willow, so that's pretty nice. So like, yeah, it's all gonna like tie itself together here basically, and not all fall apart. Because I want the whole lot blowing away if there's a wind. Right, make it a bit structural, but not too much. But no sticky out stabbing bits coming out the end. It's not like that. Yeah, he talks a good game, this guy, right? I'm just making it up basically as I go along, with a picture inside my mind, same as everything else. Picture within my mind. And then it causes a structure in my mind, like a shape. And that is a picture while the key is open to the shapes of these memories that are relevant. It talks a lot, doesn't it? But anyway, he thinks he's doing it. When I'm on a sailing boat, like every boat, particularly after I came back to sailing when I was in the 30 region, I really don't remember. It must be 30 something, like smallish. I don't remember. Um, but if I'm on the boat, I know exactly every object is that is not designated chaos, i.e. my bed, your bed if you need one. But so that is like, I know where every object is. I can put myself back, I can see the boat while I sleep, the instant I awake, I know where every object is and the status of every object. So immediately, every sound is identified. There is no dirt, because normally it's a new boat, so it's clean as can be. So that you can see any change is instantly visible and be assessed. Any change. So you know what has happened when I look at this up at the rig and the sails. I don't obviously don't have to stand there for like 20 minutes checking it all out. You need to instantly know that there is a change. So if there's a chafe somewhere, it's like, yeah, it's a chafe there. I'm going to change that immediately. You see it in the instant. There's nothing to think about because they sail in the sea and the wind and all things around you, the environment, far and near. Rhubarb, I don't know, do you? Should like be in your mind. So when there is a change, you see that there is a change, and assess it, and move forward on that point. But at the moment, what I'm doing is sticking these guys up.